What if I told you there's a place where the world's largest mirror reflects endless sky, where ancient civilizations built cities 13,000 feet above sea level, and where the Amazon rainforest meets the Andes? Welcome to Bolivia, South America's hidden gem, with surreal landscapes, rich indigenous cultures, and adventures beyond imagination. Hey eco-travelers! Welcome back to Nomad Travel, your guide to the world's most stunning destinations. Today, we're heading to Bolivia, a landlocked country with otherworldly salt flats, colonial silver cities, pristine jungle reserves, and sacred lakes. We're counting down the top 12 places that make Bolivia absolutely unforgettable. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our sustainable travel guides. And if Bolivia's wild landscapes are calling your name, show some love with a thumbs up. Let's explore South America's most underrated country together. Ready? Let's go! Starting at number 12, Samaipata, a charming mountain village home to El Fuerte, the world's largest carved rock and Bolivia's most significant pre-Columbian site. The massive ceremonial platform was created by the Shanay people and later used by the Incas. Explore cloud forests, refreshing waterfalls, and spot over 400 bird species. At 5,250 feet, Samaipata sits much lower than most Bolivian destinations, making it perfect for acclimatization. The village offers organic restaurants, artisan shops, and budget-friendly stays. Visit nearby Ambaro National Park for incredible trekking, ancient carvings, or waterfall hikes. What would you choose? At number 11, Valle de la Luna, the Valley of the Moon, just 6 miles outside La Paz, where erosion carved surreal clay formations into an alien landscape. Towering rock spires, maze-like canyons, and bizarre geological formations genuinely look like the moon's surface. Hike well-marked trails for close-up views of these natural sculptures shaped by wind and rain. Visit in late afternoon, when the setting sun creates golden-orange hues and dramatic shadows. The entire visit takes about 2 hours, making it a perfect half-day trip. At 11,300 feet altitude, walk slowly and soak in the extraterrestrial scenery. Would you explore on your own or take a guided tour? Number 10 brings us to Madidi National Park, one of Earth's most biodiverse areas, spanning from Andean peaks to Amazon lowlands. This 7.3 million-acre wilderness protects over 1,200 bird species, 300 mammal species, including jaguars and spectacled bears, and countless undiscovered plants. Access from Rurenebach with jungle lodges and multi-day tours into pristine rainforest. Stay at community-run eco-lodges, where indigenous guides share traditional knowledge. Experience nocturnal wildlife walks, canoe trips, and river swimming. Spot capybaras, caimans, howler monkeys, macaws, and toucans. The park's remoteness keeps it pristine. How many days would you spend in this jungle paradise? At number 9, Laguna Colorada, the surreal Red Lagoon, with blood-red waters creating one of South America's most photographed natural wonders. The striking crimson color comes from red algae and sediments, especially vivid when reflecting Andean skies. 3 flamingo species feed on the algae, creating pink accents against red waters and white borax islands. The shallow lake sits at 14,035 feet in Eduardo Avaroa National Reserve, surrounded by volcanic peaks. Visit during the day when sunlight intensifies the colors. The landscape feels Martian with red water, white minerals, and barren mountains. Most visitors arrive on multi-day Uyuni tours. Red waters or pink flamingos? Which captivates you most? Number 8 takes us to Eduardo Avaroa National Park, Bolivia's most visited reserve with surreal high-altitude desert landscapes. This otherworldly wilderness features technicolor lakes, steaming geysers, bizarre rock formations, and alien landscapes. The Sol de Mañana geothermal field bubbles with mud pots releasing sulfurous steam at 16,000 feet. The park protects vicuñas, Andean foxes, and viscachas. Visit the iconic Árbol de Piedra, a wind-sculpted rock tree standing alone in the desert. Most travelers experience the park on 3-day Uyuni tours, camping in basic refugios. The extreme altitude, freezing nights, and basic facilities make this challenging but rewarding. Be prepared for -4 degrees Fahrenheit temperatures. Geysers or colored lakes? What excites you most? At number 7, Uyuni Train Cemetery. A haunting graveyard of rusting locomotives abandoned in the desert, creating a post-apocalyptic photographer's dream. Dozens of 19th and early 20th century trains decay in Bolivia's dry climate, remnants of British-built railways that transported minerals from Potosi's silver mines. Explore freely among oxidized metal giants, climb into cabins, walk through carriages, and create artistic photos. Visit at sunrise or sunset, when low light illuminates rust in warm tones with dramatic shadows. The cemetery sits just outside Uyuni, often the first stop on salt flat tours. The atmospheric location and unrestricted access make it uniquely captivating. Industrial ruins or artistic photography? What draws you here? Number 6 is Potosi, once the wealthiest city in the Americas, now one of the world's highest cities at 13,420 feet. Cerro Rico, rich mountain, produced massive silver wealth for Spanish colonizers while consuming countless indigenous lives. Tour working mines where conditions remain dangerous. Miners still extract silver using centuries-old techniques. The confronting experience provides crucial understanding of colonial exploitation. The UNESCO-listed historic center showcases magnificent Baroque architecture built with silver wealth. Visit the Casa Nacional de Moneda, where Spanish coins were produced. Churches display mestizo Baroque, blending European and indigenous art. Spend a day acclimatizing before mine tours. Colonial architecture or mine tours? How would you approach this complex story? At number 5, Sucre, Bolivia's constitutional capital and most beautiful city, nicknamed White City of the Americas for its whitewashed colonial buildings. This UNESCO site perfectly preserves Spanish colonial architecture with elegant mansions, stunning churches, and graceful plazas. At 9,200 feet, Sucre's pleasant climate makes it comfortable for acclimatization. Visit Casa de la Libertad, where independence was signed, explore colorful markets, and discover 5,000 dinosaur footprints at Cal Orco on a vertical cliff face. The food scene includes excellent chocolates and traditional dishes. Take day trips to Tarabuco for Sunday indigenous markets or crater lakes. The city balances history with relaxed charm. Colonial beauty or dinosaur tracks? What's your priority? At number 4, Tiwanaku, mysterious pre-Columbian ruins of a civilization that flourished centuries before the Incas. This UNESCO site features massive stone monuments, including the famous Gateway of the Sun, carved from 10-ton blocks with impossible precision. The Acapana Pyramid, Kalasasaya Temple, and Pumapunku showcase advanced engineering from a culture dominating the region from 300 to 1000 AD. Theories abound about stone transport and carving techniques. Visit the museum displaying artifacts, ceramics, and the 24-foot Bennett Stela. Located 45 miles from La Paz at 12,600 feet, it's an easy day trip. Hire a guide to understand this enigmatic civilization that thrived during Europe's Dark Ages. Ancient mysteries or astronomical temples? What intrigues you most? Number 3 brings us to Lake Titicaca, the world's highest navigable lake at 12,507 feet, sitting on the Bolivia-Peru border and considered sacred by Andean peoples. The Bolivian side offers more authentic, less touristy experiences. Stay on Isla del Sol, Island of the Sun, the legendary Inca birthplace with ruins dotting the landscape. Hike trails connecting villages, temples, and terraced hillsides with panoramic views. Visit floating Uros Islands made entirely from totora reeds. Take boats across impossibly blue waters surrounded by Andean peaks. Copacabana features a stunning basilica and beach atmosphere. The lake holds spiritual significance, respect local customs, and support community tourism. Island overnight or Copacabana base, how would you explore Titicaca? At number 2, La Paz, the world's highest capital city, dramatically sprawling across a canyon from 10,650 to 13,615 feet. Ride the Mi Teleférico, the world's longest urban cable car network, for spectacular aerial views and efficient transport. Explore the Witches Market, where Aymara vendors sell llama fetuses, medicinal herbs, and ritual items. La Paz's chaotic energy features indigenous women in traditional polera skirts, steep streets, and colonial architecture. Visit Moon Valley, bike the world's most dangerous road, now tourist safe, and explore vibrant markets. The city serves as Bolivia's political center and main travel hub. Acclimatize here before higher destinations. The altitude challenges visitors, but the experience rewards them. Cable car rides or market exploration. What's your priority? And at number 1, Salar de Uyuni, the world's largest salt flat spanning 4,086 square miles, creating Earth's most surreal landscape. During dry season, salt crust forms endless white hexagonal patterns at 11,995 feet. During rainy season from December to March, water transforms the flats into a giant mirror, perfectly reflecting sky and clouds. You can't tell where Earth ends and sky begins. The flat surface creates unique perspective play photos. Visit Incahuasi Island with 40-foot cacti rising from salt. Stay in hotels built entirely from salt blocks. The Salar formed from prehistoric lakes and contains 10 billion tons of salt plus massive lithium deposits. Sunrise and sunset paint the flats in stunning colors, while stargazing reveals the Milky Way. Is this your ultimate Bolivian dream? And there you have it. The top 12 best places to visit in unseen Bolivia. From Uyuni's mirror-like salt flats to Maditi's jungle biodiversity, Bolivia offers raw adventure and surreal landscapes that exist nowhere else on Earth. Ready to plan your Bolivian expedition? Visit us at economidtravel.com for detailed sustainable travel guides, high-altitude travel tips, and ethical tour recommendations. All the booking links for salt flat tours, jungle lodges, and cultural experiences are in the description below. Which Bolivian destination blew your mind? Drop your favorite in the comments. If you loved this video, hit that like button and subscribe to Nomad Travel for more sustainable travel guides. Turn on notifications so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, travel responsibly and explore with purpose. See you in the next one.